Alright everybody, so I talked about making a witch shack in the last video. I got the wood for it. Didn't really plan out how I was going to build it. This is more wood from the 70% off bin at Home Depot. This is really inexpensive boards. These small ones are the ones a lot of people make the fencing with. They're like 96 cents. These are like $1.60. And then this was another one that I got off from the 70% off bin. I've got two of these landscape timbers left. These are going to be the front posts of the shack. And man, the mosquitoes are out. This is going to be the back wall of the shack. I think I have a picture of what it will look like. I'll show you guys. Don't know how far I'll get tonight. It's getting kind of late. It's a weekday, so usually can't get a lot done on the weekdays. What I want to do is I want to figure out this back frame wall, and I'm going to cut these boards, these light boards. I'm going to cut them down because the shack will be, like the wall will be here, and then the roof will go up. So I'm going to leave these 8 feet. So I'm going to cut this one down. That'll be the back wall, so it will slope down to the back wall. So I'm about to cut those two right now. Alright, it's starting to get a little bit dark out. So basically just made a frame, and then I started putting pickets across. This section was already together. That's why there's these boards here. So I just left it together and screwed it down. I'll just add a couple of pickets right there. So I was going to use the inside of that as the back, but now I think I'm just going to use that as the back of the shack. So you don't see this frame. So you don't see the framing in the shack. It'll look too neat. I'd rather see like these uneven boards on the end, like that, and then keep this framing in the back so that it doesn't look so neat. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that'll be the back of the shack. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. See you again next time. Alright, got the back wall panel done. I left some holes and gaps here and there. I made the vinegar and steel wool solution a couple days ago. Looks good and brown and nasty, so I had to try that here in a little bit. Should work great. So now let me see if I can maybe prop this wall up, figure out how I'm going to do the roof part. Got the back wall done. Just got it stood up right now with some braces. This right here will be the roof. It will go up here, like so, like that. And then at the front of the slats will go that way. And then it'll have these poles, two of these landscape timbers in the front. Which are 8 foot, and then that is 7 foot. So there'll be a small pitch back towards the wall, so you can really see inside there, and I can hang stuff from the ceiling. So that's the idea. So. Alright, getting it going. Alright, here's the roof. These are all the pickets I have left. So I don't quite have enough for a roof unless it's going to be a super mega holy roof, which I guess is fine, you know, but I don't know. We'll see. I still have these pickets, but this is how many pickets I need to go in between all this fencing. So I can't sacrifice any of those. So I'm going to need a little bit of fencing. Maybe I could just rip up my fencing in the backyard. How about that? Maybe that's what I can do. Alright people, I'm calling it a day. So there's the back wall. I braced it some more. I put some of the vinegar solution on this wood. I mean, I'll probably do another couple of coats. I may need to put some more steel wool in there. I don't think I put enough, but you could definitely tell. I don't know if I have a new piece of wood, but I mean, that's what the wood did look like. And just a little bit of that solution, and then immediately, I mean, I just put it on there like probably, I don't know, 2 minutes ago. It's even darker over here. So, pretty cool. So there's the back wall. There's the roof. I'll leave it there for now. And calling it a night. All right, peeps. Get your haunt on. Steve's Haunted Yard has begun. Everybody, so there's the back wall. Threw the roof up on it, and all I did was just put 2 posts in the front. Look at that. Did a little crossbar here just for extra support. So that's it. Just kind of a lean-to shack. Didn't really have enough boards to go across the top, but you know, it's an old crappy shack, so that's what it's gonna look like. So threw a couple things in here. I didn't show you guys these. I actually got these recently. It's a little chain with a hook through a skull. They were at the military PX at Fort Hood. $5. I mean, that's pretty good for $5. So I may need to get some more of those. But just threw a couple things in here just to kind of see. I'm gonna have my rusty wheelbarrow out here, probably full of skulls. Gotta attach this stuff up here. Making some other rusty items to go in there out of the EVA foam. So I'm gonna make some knives. I'm actually gonna do some of these bear traps out of the EVA foam, like that. Hang some of those in there. So probably put some pumpkins in there, since the whole entire haunt's gonna kind of be a pumpkin-y type deal. And then my creatures that I've been making, my creeps that we monster mudded, they're actually gonna go, the whole scene is gonna go right here. The main guy's gonna be in the back. You have the other monster mud one here. My cauldron creep that I always use every year will be on this side, but he won't be starting a cauldron, but his head will be moving, and the stump will be right here in the center of them. So this will be the whole scene right here. So they're going to have chains coming out here, and then I'm going to have some of those big bear traps made out of the EVA foam right here, like they're trying to catch some children. So, and that's on the left side of my garage. I only have a small space over here, but that's going to be the whole scene here. And then on this side, you know, I showed you guys the fencing I was making, like this. So that will, I'll have like one panel there, and then all the way across, and maybe one more panel going back that way. That's all I'm going to make. And then from there across, it's going to be corn stalks. Same thing here, it's corn stalks. And then pumpkins galore, my facade from last year, the hearse, and the horse right here somewhere. Got to figure that out. But then just a lot of corn stalks everywhere, and pumpkins, and hay bales if I could find them. And then whatever else I come up with. So, you know, I kind of do this stuff as I go. I never plan it completely detailed out beforehand, because what I end up doing when I plan it way out is I end up going, ooh, this would look cooler, and I usually change it up. So, but that's what I got so far. Got the creepy shack up. That's exciting. So I need to get my oh, let me show you this. So, okay, here's the boards. See how bright that is. So it was kind of getting dark at night the other day, but there it is, aged with the steel wool. You can actually see here where I missed. Look at the difference with that. So that's really awesome. So I need to come and do all this new wood so it looks old, and we'll be set, man. It'll be awesome. So turned out pretty good. Really simple prop to make. I mean, just made a frame and then put the slats, frame, slats, screwed those together, put 2 poles. I mean, It's a pretty big, cool prop and really simple and easy to do. So, build you a creepy shack. Get your haunt on.